Calvin Castine at Northeastern Clinton Central School. We have to zoom in, but it's April 24th, and yes, that is snow in the hills and on top of the mountains and on the horizon. We're at Northeastern for Section 7 track and field events. Check out Whiteface to see if, yes, it is living up to its name. There's white on the top of Whiteface Mountain on this Tuesday afternoon, less than a week before the end of the month of April. Temperature is about mid-40s. We have gusty winds, and what's keeping me out at this distance is the fact that rain showers are predicted throughout the coming hours. Hopefully those predictions will be wrong. I will have gotten over this away for nothing. But it was either skip this event or record it from over here. The first event we're going to see is the girls' 3,000 relay. And I'm not sure if the boys will be running their 3,200 at the same time. We'll find out shortly. Looks like there is high jumping going on in that direction. There is throwing going on in this direction. In fact, we'll watch this thrower right here. And over that way, there is long jumping going on. It's Saranac Lake at Northeastern. The ladies are starting here, so it's got to be a full 3,200. It's a relay. And when they come around, we'll see if it's a 1,600 or a 3,200 relay. It's 400 meters around the track. So one time around and relaying it would be 1,600, and twice around and relaying it will be 3,200. I do not see a handoff, so it is 3,200. The Cougar has opened up a healthy lead over the Red Storm runner. She's making the Parker Chevrolet corner. Now by the soccer field. All right, calling her Jess. And here's a handoff. And we'll pick up the Saranac Lake handoff. whole lot of snow in the higher elevations in the last couple of days. And a lot further south than where we are. We're enjoying it, watching yesterday's Weather Channel reports from Pennsylvania and Jamestown, New York area, and lots of late season snow happening in the Northeast. Alright, this will be 3/8 of time around. Try to keep glancing so I can pick up a thrower or a jumper on occasion. I always seem to look and see somebody landing rather than leaping. Took a good jump from here. Here comes the halfway point for Northeastern. See, she's quite a ways ahead of her opponent. There's a second handoff. And here comes the handoff for the Red Storm. And the Cougars have opened up a healthy, I'd say, probably more than 200-meter lead at this point. So this will be 5/8, 62.5% of the run for the Cougars. So another jump going on and a long jump over here. Getting limbered up. Comes the Saranac Lake runner. And she is 62.5% through her team's race. And the Cougars have cut it up, spread it out to well over 200-meter advantage. Will be the third handoff. They're calling her Sammy. Roush, I believe, there. Molly Roush. And the Red Storm isn't careful. They could just get lapped here. And it certainly looks like it's going to happen. Coming in for her last handoff, and Roush is right on her tail here. So the fresh runner might gain a little bit. We'll see. Here's the last handoff. See if she's got enough. They'll keep Roush from overtaking her. Remember, Roush has run around there once. And Saranac Lake running right now has just begun her 2-lap race, and Roush is going by her, so the Red Storm is officially lapped right now. There's the jumper for the Cougars. Viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. The only place you're going to find this kind of stuff, and if you search the internet, you will see that hometown cable is a very unique endeavor. As we're recording this, we have over 7,650 events online for free viewing, and my guesstimate is that we're only halfway there. One more lap for Saranac Lake. We continue to add new events to Hometown Cable Network and to Plattsburgh.com. Usually on a daily basis, but not always. Just some days we just don't get around to doing that. And here comes the Saranac Lake runner, completing the 4x8. That'll complete the first racing event of the day, and we'll see what's coming up next momentarily. The shot put and the discus are both being thrown here. They go in different directions. A lot of volunteers help make this happen. Volunteers at all the races and all the jumping areas and the throwing areas. Alright, looks like we're in for a boys relay now. I would have probably tried to find a way to run them at the same time, because these are long races here. If you can run them at the same time, Well, why not? Well, the color from Northeastern is Neil. Saranac Lake has a lead after the first leg. Guys are moving at a very good clip. A little hard to pass on that outside lane. There's the whoop, not a smooth handoff. And Saranac Lake's handoff was off camera. They handed it off a little bit behind the Cougar handoff. I think that's called the triple jump. More and more folk have caught on and are wearing stuff underneath their track and field uniforms, because there just isn't a lot of material there. It looked like Goslin for the Cougars, Landon Goslin, and I think the Red Storm fellow is Craig. They've been pretty much the same distance. Looks like Saranac Lake is starting to gain. And he will pass Goslin right there. Cool, windy day. I would think it's a little tougher on your lungs when the weather is windy and cold. When the weather's hot and muggy, that's not good for your body, but for your lungs, I think breathing in the cold air, it can't be good. Here's a halfway point for the storm. Let's see how many seconds ahead here on the handoff. Cougars handed off a little bit further, about 10 seconds difference in the handoffs. I will pick a spot here and I'll see how much time there is between the runners. I'll pick her right when it passes the girl here. Count along at home. Only about 5 seconds. Whoa! I'm not sure if I'm going to stick it like in gymnastics there. Your landing doesn't takeaway points for you. So wherever the closest part of your body touches from where you took off, or where the starting line is, doesn't matter where you took off, where the jump line starts. And looks like the Cougar is going to Evan. I'm wondering if that's McDougal. Sure, Norman and Kitty could tell me if that's their grandson. Yeah, there you go. Keep going, McDougal. So there's Evan McDougal. They ever put numbers on these guys and gals, and we could write down the names ahead of time, but nobody's been able to figure that out yet. How to do that? How to put a number on a jersey? I don't know how to do that. Well, McDougal has opened up a little bit of a lead here. We're going to have our final handoff. And about 8-9 seconds in a handoff. We'll again pick a spot here and see how long it takes for the other fellow to go. We've picked our spot. 6 seconds so far. 9. 12-second lead right now for Northeastern. Sounds like this is John. Tom? Maybe Tom. This fella here sounds like he's Cole. So let's pick a spot again. Oh, we got a jumper here. Might jump before we pick our spot. There's a runner. Uh-oh, we gotta leave our spot. Gotta follow the jumper and go back to that rough area. About a 12-second difference. It sounds like it's Tom. Is that Bedard? It could be Tom Bedard, huh? From Saranac Lake. Not that far behind. And that will conclude our second event of the day. My guess is we got some shorter races coming up very, very soon. Last night I was at Shazy, then for baseball, then Beekman Town for the Harlem Wizards basketball. Tonight we're at Northeastern. Tomorrow night I'm scheduled to be in Ellenburg for NAC baseball. Looks like they're ready. Gun is up. This is hurdles. I can see the hurdles are out. Honan is going to win it for the Cougars. See some area there where something is falling and it sure doesn't look like rain. It's awfully white. There's the Line Mountain area there. We can definitely see white up there. We got only one boy going to do the high jump, the hurdles here. Saranac Lake does not have a competitor. Gun is up. Anthony. He will win it. No, it sounds like 400-meter hurdles. So it can't be. Can't be they'd run that one right after that. We'll see. I can't believe there'd be no Cougars entered in that race. You know, they run heats, but nobody entered in that one. Let's see if they run another heat. Meanwhile, we got some jumping going on. Or not. Judging from the lack of a crowd, I'm thinking it might not just be cold weather that's cutting into this crowd. My guess is the numbers might be down. I don't know that for certain. But no Cougars entered in that race because it looks like the guys are going to go this time. We'll wait for the gun to go up. They're still warming up. April 24th, 2012, Tuesday afternoon. Temperature in the low to mid 40s with a steady breeze, steady wind, with strong gusts on occasion. Alright, that's the hold up. Gun is out. Make sure the timers are ready. Gun is up. And they're off. And looks like Saranac Lake, then 3 Cougars, and this fella pulled up lame. They didn't. You're gonna let him walk across the finish line, and he may not want to know that time. And he finished. He looked like he twisted or pulled something. I would imagine on a chilly day like this, if you're not really stretched out, it's a little bit easier to pull something. This heat will be just Cougars. Looks like there's 3 of them. Next up, it sounds like it's going to be the 1,500 girls, 1,600 boys. There's a limited number of events that each student, each athlete can compete in at one of these meets. So you can't have the same athlete out there doing everything. I believe it's 4 events, but possible that it's 5, but I believe it's 4. These young ladies look a little chilly. It's for good reason. 1,500 girls. Now we should have the 1,600 boys lining up right now too. There they go. Five of them, yeah. 3 Cougars, no, yeah, 5. 3 Cougars and 2 Stormers. I'm spending a lot of time off camera here. Things seem to be moving slower than they have been in recent years. Gun is up. Girls are set to go. Got a whistle. Flag is waving. Gun is up. $1,500 and $1,600, so that's 4 times around for the boys, 3 3/4 times around for the ladies. And here come the fellas. I guess they'll be passing some of those girls before long. It is neck and neck at the moment in the girls' race. Triple jump. This is the boys' leader, and the Cougar right there. There's the leading boy. And Goslin's gaining some ground. We are halfway through. Cougar girl is leading here. And looks like the boys race. Goslin, oops, there he is taking the lead. A lot of race ahead though. This is the third lap. One more lap to go. Goslin has passed the girl. There's the gun lap. Looks like that Saranac Lake fellow has got some extra energy here. He's been holding back. He's been holding back for that gun lap. Here he goes. Goslin says, where'd he come from? He's going to pass the girl. However, but they're practicing for the relays over there. Young lady's not giving up here. She's got something left in the tank. She's going to challenge this fella here. I know she has a 100-meter advantage on him, but still, she's got more in the tank than he does. I think you're calling her Tammy. And who? She's sprinting at the end. She's not leaving anything behind in this one. There we go. About a 5-second difference here in the boys. Comes the leading girl for Saranac Lake, and Saranac Lake will take third and Cougars fourth here. There's Tyler, whoever Tyler is. And the last girl. And the last boy. So we'll wrap up the 1,500 girls, 1,600 boys, and coverage of this Saranac Lake at Northeastern Track and Field event will continue here on viewer-supported hometown cable. There's like nothing going on at the high jump, but they're still throwing. We see people who are girls stationed over there, and over there. So the next event will be the 4x1. We've been off camera for quite a while here. It seems to be slow between events today. As I mentioned earlier, slower than normal. Not sure why. Maybe just because it's cold out, it just makes it seem that way. Okay, we finally have guns up here. Gun up. Set. There. Saranac Lake taking a quick lead. About 2 or 3 seconds on the handoff. And this time it's going to be 5, 6, that's almost 7 seconds on the handoff. So it should be a Saranac Lake victory here. They're going to finish 100 meters ahead of the Cougars here. There's a Cougar handoff. Okay, Saranac Lake takes that one. The jumping event apparently finished very, very quickly today. Looks like the throwing is done. This looks like I suppose that could be a thrower. You can wear gray sweatpants, I guess, and throw. Yeah, still throwing. And 400 for the boys. Or no, it's second call. We'll see what we got coming up. This could be a boys relay. Appears like we have a boys 4x1. I have two lanes with Cougars in them. Whoop! Oh, somebody pulled up lame. Hope that wasn't the team the Cougars were counting on. There's the handoffs. Saranac Lake will take this one. Judging from the anchor racers here, I would think that that was the team they were counting on right there. And first racer pulled up lame. That's two, at least two we've seen today, or these cold temperatures that runner has apparently pulled something. No idea what we've got here. I don't see anybody else out on the track, so it's not a relay. Roush is taking the lead. Could be the 400. Roush expanding her lead. And 400 hurdles will be coming up shortly. Well, Roush will take that. And pretty close to being tied, about 8 seconds behind Roush. I thought she was ready for a long jump.
Second call, girls high jump. Second call, girls high jump.
There we go. It's starting to sprinkle, and that could very easily put an end to my coverage here. So we have a race about to begin. Must be a boys 400. Oh, all kinds of fellows out there from Northeastern. The fellow from Saranac Lake is taking the lead. Alright, the Cougars will finish in second, third and fourth. There's your winner. Battles for second. Looks like they're running another heat in the 400, which when you have I think it was one race when nobody ran. I don't know why they wouldn't stick one of these, or somebody in that other race, just to have somebody. Things happen. Sprinter can trip. The winner of that heat. Well, they put the hurdles out there, and this one here is a little crooked. The oldest two people here, next to me, that is, had to run over there to tell them to straighten it up. Got all these young legs here. Somebody could have ran over there and passed it along, but look at the numbers. The numbers look very small compared to past years here. Gun is up. We have a hurdles race. Three lanes. Looks like two Cougars. You can tell by when they jump who's in the lead, because they have staggered starting, because the inside lane is a little closer around. They're still going to run the same amount of distance, but the inside lane starts further back because of that. Looks like Saranac Lake's got a couple second lead here on Oh no, on. There's our winner. Whoop. Oh, Holden still got the jump left in her. That's the way I'd try to conquer those hurdles. I'd probably move them aside. Run around them. Back to high jumping here, or attempting to. Like we got another long jumper coming. Gotta adjust the hurdles. That was a triple jump. Alright, boys, 400 hurdles. Looks like there's 3 lanes. Pretty close on the first hurdle. Tied on the second hurdle. Looks like the Saranac Lake fella has a half step on him. Saranac Lake stretching it out. It'll be close between the 2 Cougars. See if he'll hurdle his last hurdle. He does. That concludes the 400 hurdles for the boys. They were standing around there, and all of a sudden the gun went up, and they're off. Hope all the hurdles are off the track. This is probably the 800. That'd be my best guess, 800. That'd be 2 times around. I think we'll stay, unless the things really slow down, we'll stay for the 200 and then hit the road. So we got the girls 800. That should be followed by the boys 800. We'll check out the leader. There's the winner, a little over 2.5. Now the Saranac Lake, first Saranac Lake runner. My guess is the boys will be next. They got a whole lot of fellows want to run this one. On your marks. The gun is up.
Come on, Cole! Let's go! Guys, it's the four, Cole!
Whole lot of Cougars. I think some of them are just running to be sociable. This is 800, not 400. 800 meters, so twice around. Three Redstone runners in stride. Here's the first three Cougars. The next three Cougars. And there's another one coming too. Alright, Saranac Lake. Well, out in front, we'll see which one of these guys wants it the most. Saranac Lake will take it, just a race within a race here to see which one of these fellas is going to do it. Well, I think the fellow on our side did it. Here's your first Cougar. And 2 more. Here's one of them. Alright, that'll conclude the 800. I think we're sticking for the 200 and then we're out of here. Well, we lasted longer than we thought we would. $200. Good day for wind power. They're returning in Altona. But a whole lot more along this ridge. On a sunny day, you get a nice view of them here. Gun is up. There we go. Let's watch the racers, not the gun. 200 meters, so there's a sprint to the finish line. Set. Looks like Roush is sprinting to the lead. Viewer-supported local television. If you're watching this, we need your support to keep this programming coming. I don't know why every family doesn't support us every year, but most families don't, and most families don't ever support us. So we really need your support to keep this programming coming. This is viewer-supported television, and we're doing our part. We just need more of you to do your part. And if you're a viewer supporter, why not check out our list once in a while and harass your friends and relatives that aren't supporting us. And remind them that they should. Have another jump left here. No. No, he ain't gonna jump. Or is he? There you go, he did jump. Well, you're waiting. There we go, the gun just went up. You saw it. There's our racers. This will be our last event. It's approaching 6:30. We've got some other things we've got to get done today, so we have to get out of here, but we will finish this race. So we'll miss, I think, the 4x1. Was it 4x4? 4x100? I don't know. It was a 3,200 to 3,000. We're going to miss them. The Saranac Lake fellows are going to finish 1-2. But 3-4-5 belongs to Northeastern. Well, that'll wrap up Hometown Cable's coverage of the Saranac at Northeastern track and field event on the 24th day of April 2012 You're watching viewer-supported local television, Hometown Cable. TV worthy of your support, Hometown Cable.